Hey everybody, clearing. How does this work? Okay, let's go like this. Blah, blah, blah. These are angel wing selenite from Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. These are absolutely beautiful and I love that they flap like that. Okay, this is going to be a divine feminine check-in, and first off we're going to look at what are the divine masculines most benefited to know about the divine feminines right now. So thank you, divine creator, for bringing through the messages that the divine masculines would most need to know. Okay, we have a few piles here. Upright, we have divine timing and manifestation, portals, possibilities, opportunities coming up. So there is a window of opportunity for the divine masculines. Divine masculines, you are going to be given an opportunity in divine timing to connect with your feminine. So you may have been wondering if it's in the divine plan, if a miracle can happen, if a meetup is planned, if it's supposed to, if it's beneficial. So something, the hand of the divine is at play here. We're also getting the card of autonomy, sovereignty. And so it will be an opportunity for you to hold your own, to see how far you've come, to be in balance, to view your divine counterpart accurately, to represent yourself in the most accurate way. To date, I just heard. And one more, another card that came out on the edge, which is the not walking away. Balanced. I just heard the end of the running. How beautiful. So friendship can be accessed here. Balance, opportunity, sovereignty. So for many, the next connection between the twins is going to be a lot more stable coming up. So let's see for the divine masculines. Let's get some advice on that. So one card for advice on this energy for the masculines. Third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So you are beginning to calibrate on the psychic level, divine masculines. These meetings with your feminine are beginning a deeper intensive into the ways of spirit, into the ways of intuition, into the ways of inner standing. So for some, there is this deepening psychic connection between the twins and divine masculines. You are being encouraged to step into this without fear. And it's time, because the physical, because the mental, because the emotional have balanced out, there will be more intuitive connecting, more presence, and more ability to go deeper into this uncharted territory with your counterpart. Aww. Aww. Okay, what can we see for the divine feminines regarding this? What do the divine feminines need to know? You don't have to do anything, divine feminines. This is a divine process and it will play out the way it's meant to. Here we have that card of autonomy, so hold your own. And you won't even need bravery. What the divine orchestrates is perfect. You don't have to worry. The balance in the universe is perfect. It's when we're out of balance that we feel the anxiety, the resistance, the weirdness, the awkward energy. And so because there's so much work being done in these connections, it's balancing out and it's getting to a place where the divine gag order is being removed. So divine feminines, don't sweat it. You don't have to worry. There's no bravery required. This is you being normal with, yes, even your divine counterpart. We're coming into that kind of ability here in the new energy, in the current energies. Okay, let's dive into a divine feminine check-in. Like the divine masculine check-ins, we'll see what are the divine feminines thinking about the journey, thinking about their divine counterpart right now. What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine masculine? What are the divine feminines wishing in these connections at this time? What are the divine feminines' actions, either directly or indirectly, that will be conducive for union? What is the biggest challenge for the feminine polarity at this time? So the Magician in the reverse again. How interesting. So again, that message, you don't have to force, convince, fear divine feminines. It is what it is. It's happening. It's in the divine plan, and it has to do more with collective energies, collective consciousness than we ever really know. Okay, and oh wow, I split the deck to the 2 twin flame cards before the shuffle here. This is going to be an energetic card for the divine masculines that might be watching. Okay, biggest challenge and the direction of the energies in the near future. What do we have on the conscious mind of the feminines? Oh, the 3 of Wands is back. We got that in the beginning with the divine timing card, but now it's in the reverse. So this is the inner preparation the divine feminines are intuitively undergoing, and the sun. So we don't know what we don't know, divine feminines. Stay open. Nothing's set in stone. Things have not been settled yet. We do have sunflowers here, and I'm hearing, you know, in the northern hemisphere, I'm there, so I'm referencing July, August here, but before July, August. So even if you're in the northern or the southern hemisphere, July, August. It's just my cue for July, August, but I'm still getting, even if you're in the southern hemisphere, July, August, there will be something seen that's going to come to light, that will show you the safety, that will show you you don't need to worry about the future, about manifesting. There is this beautiful, I'm going to clarify. So what is this unknown that the divine feminines are going to, oh, the 8 of Cups just fell out on the side again. And so, yeah, there's this end of running. So you're going to see some sort of thing, or feel it in the energy, divine feminines, that this running energy is done. I just heard. Wow, how beautiful is that? So divine masculines who may be watching, your divine feminine is going to catch a glimpse of that. If you're watching this, you're likely going to be delivering that glimpse firsthand. Okay, and for the divine masculines, the energetic card, impeccability, advancement, and loftiness, Temple of the Senses, 66. So yes, because there has been a perfection reached, or going closer to that perfected template, divine masculines, you are able to now see you and your divine counterpart as having come past the unconscious navigation of the journey, the fearful, the extreme, where it needs to be blocked, balanced, kept in its own lane. There's more room for authentic, unconditional navigation without triggering. Beautiful energy. So that's why the running and chasing can settle, is because we've come up past the energetic markers that have uncertainty and fear attached. So how beautiful. What are we seeing? So I want to differentiate. Not everyone's going to consciously feel like they're there, or their journey is there. So the collective energies, the cosmic energies, the divine plan energies are allowing for this. Those who are on the first wave, the cutting edge, the first fruits, the ones able. Those are the first ones that will be able to attune to this. That doesn't mean everyone's there yet. It's going to roll out through the generations. It's not limited by just the souls, the people ready for it now. It's a chain reaction for humanity. So if you're not there yet, that's all right. If you're listening to this message, you are on track. If you're listening to this message in 30 years, hey, you also on track. Okay, what are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space? Bravery and Knight of Cups, self-love, bravery, continuing to fight the good fight, go forward in the unknowing, light the torch in the dark tunnel, going it alone, not sure where you stand, divine masculine, or in some cases loving themselves so much that they've got this hiya energy with life and really loving, slaying the paradigms, busting the systems, going into flow. This is I wish I had a staff to spin right now. I would do something that would be like nice sound effects. Yes, thank you very much. Card for the masculines: ecstasy, rapture, flux, and amplification, heart wave resonator. So it looks very similar to this card, where there's sort of these rocket boosters engaging. Ecstasy, rapture, flux, and amplification. So yeah, there is a propelling motion here. Divine feminines, you're taking care of business. You're really carving your own niche, going for purpose, cleaning up karma, stepping into leadership with friends, family, advocating for your way instead of succumbing to the fear of the naysayers. You are innovating, leading, representing what is right and good and true on your heart. And divine masculines, that is an amplification. Your divine feminine is a powerhouse, pumping that love and light out into the world. And so, yes, it's helping humanity right now, and your feminine is doing that, divine masculines. So send love to your divine counterpart who is really pushing through the norms. I'm hearing Frank Zappa: without deviation from the norm, there would be no process or progress. And divine feminines, you are doing this. Amazing. What are the feminines wishing for the connections at this time? They're wishing to see the evidence of the foundation going forward. They're wishing to see their own progress, their own foundation. This is the self-sustaining system, the autonomous accountability for their own well-being, their own financial abundance coming in, their own mission, their own ascension. Divine feminines are very much focused on up-leveling in their own right. They are wishing to see a speed of movement with the twin flame journey, with divine love, with a counterpart, but they want to see it authentically. And so divine masculine, if they haven't heard from you in a while, that kind of thing, if there haven't been conversations about how you feel about the connection, where you stand with it, they are wondering your opinion, but they're also wanting it authentically, no matter where it comes from. What can we see for divine masculines? Emotional transparency, Temple of the Moon Goddess, nurturance and grace. So if you are watching this, divine masculines, and you are in the vicinity of knowing your divine feminine is really being more practical than ever and not making assumptions about where you stand, if you are so led, let them know. Open up, come out, and talk to your feminine about how you feel. And, you know, bring that emotional transparency, heart to heart energy into this. Because divine feminines are really in, I've never had this interpretation for the judgment card, but in the reverse, non-judgmental energy. So they are able to hear you out, divine masculine, without making more of what they hear, running with it, you know, making it a bigger deal, mountains out of molehills, or running with the connection energy and wanting to rush in. They're not in that mode anymore, if they have been. What is the action the feminines are taking right now? 7 of Cups and Strength. They are coming down off their high horse. Amen, divine masculine, or divine feminines and divine masculines, I suppose. So divine feminines, it's been difficult. There's been a lot of defensive resistance. I know a lot of energies out there often have some confusion at play where the feminines misinterpret the actions of the divine masculines, take it personally, have hurt feelings, confused, not sure, until there's a letting go, until there is a balancing, like the serenity prayer. That's happening more and more on the heart space. There's this humility, a forgiveness of self, a forgiveness of other, a true allowance of people being on their own autonomous journey. And that is this humble strength that allows for the loving assessment. There are so many ways we can look at everything. Why not choose the one that feels good? It does everyone a favor when we do that. And that's not to say naive. There can be a feel-good awareness that is not naive. And that, my friends, is the truth that sets us free. Because a feel-good energy doesn't always set one free. Sometimes a feel-good energy is binding, is pretend. So the truth that sets you free is an actual beneficial, feel-good way of looking at something. And in the spectrum of perception, there is always a highest truth. Divine feminines are seeking that as a way of life. And divine masculines, what can we see? Orion Stargate, power, authority, influence, and ambition. This is what is qualifying the divine feminines to have influence in the world. So if you've been wondering what your divine feminine's heart alignment is, motive, intention for getting out there, this is the exact inverse of the status templates, fame templates. This is the niche, the humble service, the divinely guided life path. And this, in the new energy for divine feminines and masculines watching, is what garners wind in the sails, energetic backing, abundance. In the new energy, these things receive the abundance. It is this power, authority under heaven to work the puzzle of healing on the planet, to bring the planet into unity consciousness through the output of love. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines at this time? All the secrets that have been revealed on the journey, and putting those into practice, into action, into play, one at a time. There are so many things. Sometimes you'll see me being tongue-tied, trying to bring through all the linear messages. Same challenge here. Divine feminines, so much coming in, so much awareness, so much enlightenment. And we can only do so much in a day. So yes, divine feminines. What can we see for divine masculines? Self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. This is a discipline. Your feminine has got this. They are working on it. They are an amazing creature, and they are doing it on their own, balancing it, initiating it, gaining proficiency in these magical feminine ways. It's a beautiful thing, divine masculines, but that is the task at hand. Challenge for some on various degrees of that process, and for many, catching stride. What is the solution for this challenge of what to do next and how to bring it through next? We have anxiety and then the Queen of Wands, which is one of my divine feminine cards, in the reverse. So eliminate the anxiety, divine feminine. Solve the puzzle of your own anxiety, anything that keeps you up at night. Look for those highest truths. I believe this is the challenge or the solution, and we already saw the action with the divine. I think those were the two cards, with the divine feminines being able to find that one highest truth. So what you do for self, you do for other feminines. So because you are a magical, badass powerhouse at solving things, innovating things, seeing the compassion, the mercy, humility, you're being asked to continue doing that in your own right, first person, not even, I heard telling your masculine story or meddling in their energy. Focus on you, stay in your lane, pull that plank out of your eye, divine feminine. Keep working the daily puzzles in your own right, and that is all you need to do to grow into the capacity, the accountability, the abundance of what lays before you as a keeper of this divine feminine time vault, secrets, Akash. It all unlocks when you find personal wisdom and freedom and impart that freely as you've been freely given it. What can we see for the card? Temple of Centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. Work the puzzle of your own sense of belonging, your own inner knowing. Ground these practical wisdoms, practical application, common sense, energetic common sense. Bring it in. Take time. Don't criticize yourself for thinking too much. Allow yourself to embody and not shut down prematurely before solving these problems. Because once you do, the hard work is done, and now it can be gifted to humanity through the everyday in practical ways. So keep with it, divine feminines. This is some of your function, and this is also one of the twin flame cards with that shared connection space and the autonomy. This, having said that, is also how we relate in the most optimum with anyone. There's a shared space and independence. So it's a twin flame template, but it's an everyone template. We're all connected and we're all individuals. So keep working individual puzzles. Having said that too, the naysayer energy that came up earlier, that the divine feminines are holding their own regarding, that trailblazing energy, this is how you come to spar with that energy and come out victorious. Not that it's a competition, but come out with the light, come out with that wand, come out with that torch lit. Divine feminines is to come by it naturally by achieving that victory in your own right. What can we see for the direction of the connections? Ooh, 2 of Wands and 3 of Cups, both in the reverse. So there's a choice being made to step out of comfort zone. And for some, I heard concede. The Divine Feminines are seeing, Divine Feminines, you're seeing how you have not been friendly in some way because you were not in your comfort zone. So there's an admission here on the Divine Feminine's part that they were being judgmental, possibly with regards to you, Divine Masculine, and that they have found a way to be a better friend to you. If this hasn't happened already, there is some sort of a way that Divine Feminines have realized they've been treating Divine Masculines with prejudice in some sense. So that's very interesting. Divine Feminines, as you befriend yourself, you're showing up as this impeccable friend to others, including your divine counterpart, which is one of the most difficult people to be authentically ourselves with, because it's such a pure connection and reflector. But this is going to be seen in the dynamics and emotional equilibrium, compassionate non-attachment. What a perfect card. So becoming balanced, becoming non-judgmental, becoming free from anxiety, and becoming this influence, this leader energy, Divine Feminines in your own right. That's what's going on here. So Divine Masculines, not only did you get the message that your intuitive, empathic connection is going to get a chance to possibly start a new cycle in the physical through communication and interaction with your feminine, we're also seeing a lot of the work the Divine Feminine has done in order to, I saw 2727 when I looked up, in order to anchor and give safe space and compatibility, be on the same page with you, Divine Masculine, through balancing out. Everybody's been doing such an amazing job. And look at that, we've got the twin flame card here at the bottom with awakening to source. This is soul confidence, reassurance, and source essence, and independence, extension, separation, and identity with the great elation. So there is a rising up here and in the journey, and we're getting more cards of timed release, this time capsule energy. These journeys are non-linear. They are energetic. They are destined. They are divinely orchestrated. It's part of the natural process of an ascending planet. And it's all coming through us, the grand plan. And we have here spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. The Chakra Kabbalah. This is the tree of life, the organic growth process, and spectrum generator, stabilization. So there is a new equilibrium being found. I'm going to keep going, and one more, path change, paradigm shifts, and adjustment. This is 180 energy, where things are truly turning towards the light. I just heard waking up. It is like a new dawn energy here. So let's get, why don't get one more of these sacred geometry cards for the Divine Feminines. We are getting Tantric Journey. Ooh, the frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. So time to really explore where you're at with your sensual energy, Divine Feminines. Tune into dance, tune into feeling your body, feeling your emotions, drop in to see where is your mind, body, soul connection here with this sensual energy. Do you have any hang-ups? Are there any kinks that need to be worked through or assimilated in a positive, healthy way, including how you look at yourself, how you love yourself, your acceptance of self? Do you love yourself, Divine Feminine? Do you love the skin you're in? Do you love your temple? Time to really show yourself that love. What can we see for Divine Masculines? Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment. So there's some mirroring with the non-judgmental energy, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. There's your freedom, Divine Masculines. The universe, the divine source, is your partner. You don't have to worry about what it's like to partner with a person. Just partner with the universe and then do that next to some cool Divine Feminine. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.